What is going on, guys? Sonic and the Bean Show here. Today we are looking at the brand new WWE Ultimate Edition 19 Bianca Belair figure. This one I was pretty stoked on getting. I've always been a fan of Bianca Belair ever since she first debuted in NXT. So once they revealed her very first Ultimate Edition at San Diego Comic-Con, I knew I was definitely going to pick it up, and it's finally here, which is awesome. I wasn't expecting it to arrive this early. But I'm pretty excited to get into this figure. So looking at the packaging here, we do get an open window of the figure and all of the accessories that she comes with. At the top, of course, we just get, Bianca Belair. We got WWE Ultimate Edition at the bottom. Here is the top of the box. And then here is just the bottom right there. And on this side, we just get a shot of Bianca right there. WWE logo here to the top. And then the other side, of course, we just got Bianca Belair Ultimate Edition. And then here is the back, which you can see we got a shot of Bianca, the figure up there. And then we get some more description here to the side. A bio read right there if you guys want to pause and read. And yeah, that is pretty much the packaging right there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this out of the box and take a closer look. Okay, so here's the figure out of the packaging right here, and I gotta say, this is a really good Bianca Belair figure. This is probably like her best one yet, in my opinion. Now, I know she only has like 2 elites, and I don't know how many basics she has because I don't really collect the basics, but I'd say like this is definitely a lot better than her other elites. And not saying those are bad, I think her figures are pretty good in general, but this one right here is, well, it's definitely the Ultimate Edition because this is a pretty good Bianca Belair action figure. You can see like she does have like that design going on to the lipstick, which I can't remember if it said EST because I know sometimes it does, but I think this one just had like some sort of design on her lipstick, I do believe. But the the paint around the eyes, the eyebrows and the lipsticks and the teeth, everything looks pretty good. I think they definitely nailed the likeness of how Bianca looks, and this might be her best head sculpt in my opinion. I don't know, it just looks really good. Now these hoop earrings right here, of course these are removable. This is similar to her Elite 91 figure that had these, so you can really remove these, and you get 2 extras for the other interchangeable head sculpt, so that's cool. You do have her hair right here, which isn't like a bendy wire, it's really just it's kind of just here. But I mean, it's a pretty soft plastic, but there's no bendy wire this time. I hope one day they do that, but I'm not entirely too sure. But it's okay. It's okay. I think the material for it is fine. Now she does have these 2 strings of hair that is actually sculpted onto the figure. This is actually a soft material, and you can actually see her tattoos on her shoulders right here, and then of course like on her wrist, she has one right here that says love, and then you have her other tattoos going on here in the back, which has like the lipstick print here, and then a big one right here at the top. And then these armbands to her side of her arms right here, they are actually painted on, they're not really sculpted. And I want to say like this whole gear right here that you can see, it's pretty cool. It has like a fiery sort of design to it. This is actually based off of last year's Hell in a Cell match where she faced Becky Lynch and Asuka for a Raw Women's title, because she was the Raw Women's champion at the time. So that's really what this is based off of, but it's pretty cool. It's got like a really cool sort of fiery design to it with like the lipstick sort of symbol going on there. You got EST right here to the trunks, and then you got the knee pads, which I mean the knee pads, I'm sure it's accurate, it's just that they're pretty big knee pads, so they're probably going to hinder the articulation for the knees. But you got EST right there, and then some more of the lipstick sort of symbols right there, and then of course you have like her boots going on here. And then to the side, you got like some silver to the side of them, and the bottom of the shoes. And yeah, that's pretty much that for the gear for Bianca. But yeah, like I said, I think this is a pretty good looking Bianca Belair figure. Not a whole lot of movement for the head, since it is really just on a ball peg, so you don't really get a whole lot of movement out of that. As you can see, if you want her to look up, that's as much as you're getting. Look down, not so much. You don't really get any pivot at all with that as well, so you do have that. So you're really just going to be getting a full rotation out of that ball peg for the head. Now for the shoulders, you do get a full rotation out of that. Hinge to the shoulder, which only goes up about here really. You do have your bicep swivel, your double jointed pinless elbows which you get that much range. And then you have a rotation to the wrist along with the standard horizontal hinge right there. Now you do have movement to this top torso. It's really just a ball peg, so not really much. Honestly, it's not as much as like her Elite. So like to the side, you know, I can't really move as much to the side. And then back, it goes back a little bit, but forward, just about here. Not so much going on there, but you do get the waist articulation here. Now for the hips, out to the side, they go just about here. And she does have the drop down hips, so kicking forward goes up about here, but then using the drop down hips, she can kick high up just about there. So you do have that. And then kicking back just about there. So that is that. She does have the upper thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees, but as you can see, just because of the the big knee pad getting in the way, it's gonna limit that. So you are gonna have to kind of remove that. If I can try to remove that knee pad to slide it down. All right, there you go. So yeah, as you can see, pinless knees right there. So without the knee pad being in the way, you get just about this much bend, but the lower leg is kind of longer than the upper leg. So yeah, just keep that in mind right there. So weird proportions going on there. So let me put the knee pad back. But you do get boot rotation, as you can see. And then for the ankles, they can go back about here, forward just about there, and then you do have your toe hinge right there, along with a pretty decent ankle rocker. Alright, so now let's jump into the accessories. So you do get an extra interchangeable head sculpt right here. This is more of like a serious expression, as you can see. There's nothing really wrong with this head sculpt. I think it looks okay. It's just that I like this one a little bit more. I just feel like the likeness is just there for Bianca compared to this one. But this is just there if you want Bianca to be, more serious this time. Or maybe if you want like a heel Bianca, you can go with this head sculpt right there. And one more thing I forgot to point out, so there are holes in the back of these head sculpts. This is just for for the hoop rings, to add on there. So this one also has that as well. So you do get that. You do get interchangeable fisted hands right here. So you have this as an option. The one that comes with the figure are mic holding hands, and then you get these interchangeable open hands right here. So you do have these. Now the other accessories you get here, you have her hair bow, which you can actually plug on to the figure. So you have that as an option. And then you have her red sunglasses right here. So this is nice. And these actually fit onto the figure pretty well. I didn't really have any problems with these, because sometimes with glasses on these figures, it can be a pain. But this one actually fit on there pretty well. So that's pretty nice. Now you do have these, which if I can try to grab, but you do have like the extra hoop earrings right here. I think this is just for if you want to plug it on to the other interchangeable head sculpt right here. And then this is probably my favorite accessory. This is her red furry jacket right here, and you can see it's very sparkly. It's very furry and soft, and it's really good actually. I think it's pretty nice quality. Just dropped it right there, but I think this is a really nice fur jacket right here. There's no Velcro or anything like that. You really just put the arms through the holes right there, and then it's on the figure right there. So it's pretty simple, but I think this is a really nice looking jacket. I do actually like this. And yeah, that's pretty much all of the accessories you get there for this Bianca Belair figure. So no title, unfortunately, but if you want, I do have the Raw Women's title if you want to see how that looks. So let me just kind of get her situated here, get the hair out of her hand, and have her back to normal right here. But I do have like the Raw Women's title if you want to see how that is. So if you want to pose her with the Raw Women's title, you can. I know it's a bit too big. I don't remember what figure I got this from, honestly. But yeah, if you want to know what she looks like with the Raw Women's title, there you go. I think this actually looks pretty nice. I do like this. Okay, and now for some figure comparisons, but here is the Ultimate Edition Bianca Belair figure next to the Elite 91, and I have no idea what I did with the Elite 81. I think I must have threw it in a bin with other like wrestling figures, and I just can't really seem to find it at all, honestly, because once I got the 91, I replaced it with the 81 instead, and I kind of just had this on the shelf, and now I don't know where that figure is. But you can see the difference between these two here. You know, you got an Ultimate Edition, then an Elite. Her head is like a little bit more like slim compared to this one, and then she had the well, this one had the pins in the knees and along with the ankles, as you can see, but this one of course doesn't. And I want to say it seems like they made her a little bit taller. I don't know, to me it looks like they made her a little bit more taller, but I mean they're a little bit close. I don't know, but you can definitely tell like this one looks a whole lot better, honestly. But you know, it is an Ultimate Edition, of course. But yeah, I really like this Bianca Belair figure. Here's another comparison to some other wrestlers. So we have the Ultimate Edition Alexa Bliss figure, and then we have the Elite 100 Becky Lynch figure. One more comparison that I want to do here, but here's the Ultimate Edition Bianca figure next to the Unmatched Series 4 Jade Cargill figure. And the only reason why I want to do this comparison is because these two are like one of my favorites, really, and they're kind of like two wrestlers that I actually want to see go at it, especially since Jade, she finally debuted in WWE now. But you know, this is pretty cool to see here. I think this is I think this can actually work right here, because Bianca's 5'7" and Jade's like 5'10" or 11. So yeah, you can see that Bianca's definitely Jade is definitely tower over Bianca right here. But it's pretty cool to see these two next to each other, so that's pretty cool right there. And I definitely can't wait until Mattel makes a Jade Cargill figure. Okay, so that is going to wrap up this review on the WWE Ultimate Edition 19 Bianca Belair figure by Mattel. Overall, this is a pretty solid Bianca figure. Probably one of my favorite Ultimate Editions this year, without a doubt. I think aesthetically it looks pretty good. The head sculpt on this figure looks like Bianca. Even with the sunglasses on, it still looks pretty great in my opinion. It poses around nicely and the joints aren't too stiff or loose on this figure. The head is pretty limited though. There's not a lot of movement I want to do except just a rotation. But the accessories are pretty easy to put on, but I recommend taking the hands off before putting the jacket on because it might be a little finicky putting the hands through. But yeah, this is an awesome Bianca Belair action figure. I like a lot of things about it, so I recommend picking this up, especially if you're a huge fan of the character. If you want to grab this figure, it is currently available on Ringside Collectibles, aka WrestlingFigures.com. But let me know what are your thoughts on this figure in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. But until then, take care, my friends.